It's going to be Sean Baggs, 6'8" redshirt freshman from Gilbert, Arizona Flyers, with the honors here as Guilherme Voss gets the first swing. And, well, it's been a really long time since we've seen this guy make a hitting error. He is flush on his first try.
Getting 6'10" on the year, are you kidding me? It's a crazy number. Pretty smart move by Fred Rosenthal to go to his big gun right away.
Hawaiian Financial FCU starting lineup scrolling at the bottom of your screen. The usual suspects here in this first rotation for the Rainbow Warriors. Outside, that set goes to Max Rocky, and he will be getting his number called early and often here tonight. 6'8" junior from Johnston, Iowa. He's averaging 3.35 kills per set, hitting .304 in his third year with the program. Second team all MIVA last year.
Coach Friend calls him their stability, their endurance guy, sort of their glue.
And the serve just long there by Lewis. Flyers coming in 10-8. They're 4-4 in the MIVA, already getting some league play underway. Ranked 14th in the latest AVCA poll. Hawaii on the other side, they're ranked third, 14-1. They have won 13 straight matches. Spiros Hakas with the serve, forces the overpass. Advantage Hawaii, it's Voss. Bounces it off with a Terraflex, and Hawaii up 3-1 here in the first.
Well, you can tell part of the game plan tonight might have been, hey, work the middle early and often. And certainly when you work it to Voss, it's he's hitting 6'10", so pretty good chance you're going to succeed.
6'7" senior from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. 2 for his first 2, and just how Spiros planned that one. Rolls over the net. He drew it up, and he deals an ace out of the deck quickly. 4-1 here in favor of Hawaii as you take a look at Dan Friend. 2 full decades as head coach for the Lewis Flyers. Hakas turning up the speed a little bit. And two-hand push over there by Siva Drolsum. And it found the floor. So a very Hilir Heno-like approach that time by Drolsum. We'll explain here. Charlie Wade in his 15th season. Now 283 career victories atop this Rainbow Warrior program. And the serve here coming from Rocky. Good pass there, Eleu Choi, and it's Voss. 3 for 3 to get things started at Hawaii up 5-2. I mentioned Hilir Heno, star hitter for UC Irvine, and well, the Outrigger Invitational never disappoints. We had number 1 versus number 5 Grand Canyon and UC Irvine in the early match, and UC Irvine would knock off number 1 and deliver GCU their first loss of the season as G. Voss is off and running here.
What did he have for his pregame meal? My goodness gracious.
Whatever it was, bottle it up.
3 kills and an ace to start things off.
That's his 8th ace of the season. Almost got another ace right there. Block able to slow that swing down. Hawaii in transition. Backside Alakaita going off the block. Good layout save there by Nico Paulo. And we'll play on. Big advantage though for Hawaii. Rosenthal backside. Todd hammers it home.
How about that play by Nico Paulo in the middle though to keep that rally alive. He dives right here, pops it up with his left hand and brings it back into the court. So Lewis has a second chance, but you know, the last word by the guy who often has the last word for Hawaii, Alakai Todd.
Averaging 3.4 kills per set, hitting .418. Rosenthal coming up with the save. Galloway the second touch, but nobody had his back. And it winds up a point for Lewis. So give Rocky that kill, and it is 3 serving 7.
How about the schedule Dan Friend put together? He's already played 2 number 1 teams in UCLA and Long Beach State. And they took a game off, a set off each opponent.
So they're going to be playing their 3rd number 1 team. We'll see if after the loss to Irvine earlier today in 5 sets, what a thrilling match that was, by the way. We'll see if GCU remains number 1. Obviously a lot of volleyball to be played here this weekend. But yeah, they'll be playing their 3rd number 1 opponent on Sunday. Hawaii will play GCU tomorrow, and then on Sunday wrap things up with Big West foe UC Irvine. Missed timing there on the side of Lewis, but that was timed perfectly. Rosenthal in the sweet spot for Curtin Neusterer, who pummels it.
You know, one of the things we've been talking about is how much will Trent Rosenthal find good connections with his middles, and already I think he set 5 balls already to the middles out of 10 sets.
Here's Alaka'i Todd to serve, 17 aces on the year. Forces the overpass. It's going to be a Hawaii point. They're going to say that it hit the Terraflex. And so Todd gets his 18th ace. And Hawaii serving BBs right now from the line. Error committed here in this first set. Hawaii has also not committed a service error. I said that very carefully, but Alaka'i Todd, he had my back as he delivers an ace.
You did not want to deliver the broadcaster's jinx, did you?
Instead, it's back-to-back aces for Alaka'i, and Hawaii up 11-3. How surprising is this start, in your opinion, C-Mac?
I'm not surprised, because I knew the adrenaline will be flowing tonight for this Rainbow Warrior team. They've been looking forward to this particular date in the schedule for a long time.
Another overpass is forced. So the set, a little off the mark, though, for Galloway, so advantage now Lewis. The block is up, though. Manoa Roofing Company checking in for work.
This is about as big a block as Hawaii can put up. Right there, 6'10" and 6'9", or 6'9" and 6'8", depending on which program you're reading. And Neusterer and Rosenthal, quite the block.
Daniel Haber victimized by the block that time. He tips it over the block. Good reaction there by Todd. High ball set. Galloway off a triple block and down. Hawaii has scored 6 straight points. And they are looking as sharp as ever here in this first frame.
You can tell that there's a little pep in their step, so to speak.
Jersey's probably helped too. They got some nice little drip going with the throwbacks again.
Yeah, you were talking about wanting to snag one of those, weren't you?
Always. And Haber able to go off the Hawaii block and out, and that ends that run for the Rainbow Warriors.
Haber coming off a great performance against Purdue Fort Wayne on the 2nd of March. 19 kills, his career high.
So here is the setter, Tyler Morgan. Floats it over the net. D-set goes to Todd. Oh, he is in his bag. Alaka'i Todd just ripping it through. And Hawaii back up 10.
Once again, his story is just so terrific. 6th year graduate student. He's done, waited his time, played behind Nucleus, played behind Rada Parapunov, and now it's his time.
Yeah. Nice swing that time by Haber to tool the block. I mentioned the setter for Lewis, Tyler Morgan. He's in his 3rd year, 6'7" junior from Dike, Iowa. But the guy who basically inherited the setter role from a guy who's now on the Hawaii side of the net, Kevin Calling.
I wonder if Kevin Calling developed any of the scouting report for this particular match and helped out Kapono Fay with his scouting report.
Out serve gives Hawaii the point. They get to 15 first, and they are
to serve in that often and serve up that many aces is just incredible.
Neusterer with the serve. A pass a little tight to the net, a one-handed set, but Baggs couldn't put it down. Now on the outside, it's Rocky, sniffed out by Huckus. D-set goes to Todd. He had to launch forward towards the net there, got blocked. Good cover, Neusterer. And Huckus. Would you believe that Spiros Huckus was the only hitter on the Hawaii side of the net that had yet to record a kill? Well, no longer.
And it won't be his last kill tonight either. Back to that serving stat, you know, for Hawaii to pretty much double up on the rest of the nation as far as that particular efficiency is concerned, and aces to errors, is amazing.
So Hawaii hitting 727 here so far in set 1. Lewis not too shabby on its side, hitting 400. But Dan Friend did tell us, he said, hey, look, if we have one potential vulnerability, it might be in serve receive, and they happen to be going up against a team that really makes its money from the service line in many ways. Oh, Galloway couldn't quite conjure up the save. What an effort by Kurt Neusterer. And that gets an applause from the fans.
Well, that time they got a good pass up off a really solid serve.
Now John Davis from Naperville, Illinois, in and back to serve. The jump serve fielded by Galloway. Outside Hawkes, up the ladder and down the chute, but it goes long. Hawkes is saying it was in. Line judge called it out. And Charlie Wade's going to challenge this one. Busts out the...
Pretty accurate last night, though, in basketball.
You had to bring that up, huh?
Between you and Artie, you kept abusing yourselves about how bad you were.
I mean,
the two of you were, so it was hilarious.
I had to go see the optometrist today because I think my eyes were playing tricks on me.
Well, then it was, your comment was, what do we know?
Yeah, what do we know? We know nothing. But everyone out there knows that already. Yeah, some peculiar replay challenge results last night in that Hawaii basketball game against CSUN. But in the end, Hawaii was able to get the 2-point victory. And they still hold firm in that 4-seed position with one game remaining in the regular season for the conference tournament next week. Meanwhile, Tread Rosenthal with the ace, his 27th of the year.
You know what amazes me, Kanoa? This is a young 17-year-old who just 6 months ago was still jump floating. He wasn't jump serving at all. This is a new thing for him. And he leads the team.
18 serving 6. That one tickles the tape. And the southpaw swing of Drolsom is dug up. Here's Galloway launching from the back row. Chased down off the block by Haber. Swing by Vimochil. And the roof is up there for Hawaii. They are doing everything right here in this first set.
I think they would like to play as if they're double parked, get home early, knowing that they don't want to prolong this thing. My guess is that Charlie Wade is not going to fool around a lot with substitutes tonight. He's going to want to get in, here, and out as fast as he can.
19 serving 6. And it's an ace. That one registered on the radar gun at 67 miles an hour. And another timeout taken by the Flyers. The Rainbow Warriors have exacted their authority to setter position, as it always does, but even in a more pronounced fashion because of the level of competition here this weekend and the margins being so small. You feel like a lot of the success or lack thereof for each team this week will rely on the setter position.
That's why I believe, well, there's finally a service error. Finally took Hawaii like 20 minutes to make an error.
That's their first error of any kind in this first set.
Amazing. And this is a really good Lewis team that's taken, a set off #1 Long Beach, a set off #1 UCLA. So this is not some team from Neva that's weak at all.
Good pass there by Hawkes. Gets the set on the backside. And he rips it down for another Hawaii point. Hawkes with his 3rd kill. But getting back to the setter conversation, because we are going to see some high-quality setting throughout this 3-night invitation.
Yeah, and we got to watch UCI and Grand Canyon earlier, and both those setters had their game going solid and very deceptive, very flashy. Rosenthal a little bit more traditional and just sets hittable balls every time. Yeah,
Nicholas Slight for Grand Canyon was awfully impressive, albeit in a losing effort. And then, of course, the setter for UC Irvine, some guy named Brett Sheward.
Yeah.
Here's Voss. It comes back over the net, but they're going to say that it hit the Terraflex, and so give G. Voss another put down. Yeah, Brett Sheward, who had 58 assists in a double-double performance to go along with 10 digs as UC Irvine knocked off Grand Canyon. The first loss of the season for the Antelopes.
The big question now is, will Keone Thim go for the 70-mile-an-hour heater, or will he just roll one in?
Keone Thim with the serve, made sure he got it in, although it was still 68 on the gun, and it is hit long. And Hawaii gets to 23. That didn't feel like it was one of Keone Thim's highest tempo deliveries, and yet it's still registered at 68.
Oh, he's got a lot more in the tank. He can go to 78 if he wants.
I mean, that was like a calm 68. 64 miles per hour that time. Middle set, the block there on Vimochil. And the save there by Thim. Hawaii have the advantage. Backside, it is Hakas from behind the line. And Spiros Hakas gives Hawaii aloha ball here in set one. Averaging 4.1 kills per set. Hitting 415 on the season.
I have a feeling Keone Thim is going to just absolutely get after this ball if he gets a good toss.
Oh my goodness, that was 73. And then the block was not able to deny Daniel Haber, who was able to smash that one. Todd got a fingernail on it, but a point for Lewis. And now a serving sub here is Christian Prayer, one of the other options at the opposite position. 6'4" redshirt senior from St. Louis, Missouri. Second in the MIVA in aces with 33 coming into this match. Hawaii out of system here. High ball bump set. Todd going to try to make something happen, and he does. Goes off of a triple block and out, and that's how the...
2.5 blocks, and 5 digs, 13 kills, no errors. It was just one thing right after that. You look at the stat line up and down, and they just played really solid volleyball against a really good Lewis team.
Trev Rosenthal was one of the guys who had a good service run. Gets it started here in this second frame, and that set by Drolsom drifted over the net. Alakai Todd able to deposit it, and Hawaii gets started with the opening point here in the second.
Notice that Lewis now passing with 4 players instead of the traditional 3. They now brought their opposite into the play, trying to get more area covered.
Backside, this is Drolsom, tried to take line, avoided the block, but he missed the court wide, and Hawaii gets the point. I mean, this is the kind of, and there's a lot of volleyball left to be played here tonight, but this is the kind of service performance that Charlie Wade daydreams about, is it not?
I would totally agree. That's what he's been teaching them for a long time.
Good pass that time, and that middle set connection.
That was a really good pass by Nico Paolo that time.
Well, Baggs sends it out. Lewis thought there was a touch. I felt perhaps from our vantage point there was a touch along the way as well.
But maybe Chaz Galloway.
Yeah, you see the look of surprise.
Let's just ask Chaz and see if he touched it. Maybe he'll tell us.
So the call will stand. It is a failed challenge. And it is now 3 serving 0 Hawaii in the second. And Trev Rosenthal continuing to serve, the 6'9" freshman from Manhattan Beach. Although his height has sort of been up for debate here throughout this season, right?
I think he's grown since he got here.
Maybe. I mean, he is only 17, so he's still growing. Another tough serve. Good bump set there, but the hit goes long by Rocky. And that more of an unforced error, but you see Lewis just scrambling here. Serve receive has not been on point. You got to give a lot of credit to the fierce serving of the Rainbow Warrior squad.
Once again, 4 receivers.
Another scramble play here for Lewis, and they're going to have to send a freebie over the net. Big advantage here for Hawaii. Rosenthal, back row to Galloway. Air Galloway cleared for takeoff. It's 5-0 nothing here in the second.
And it's a good thing that Lewis didn't dig it because Galloway was under the net ready to play defense for them. Watch him go under right here. Luckily, the ball was down, so it's okay to go into the net.
Number 14, Daniel Haber.
And so sub here, John Davis entering into the match, replacing Daniel Haber. And right now, Lewis just trying to get off the schneid. They're on their heels here against Tread Rosenthal's serves. Continues to get it in. One-hand set, drifts top the net. Little joust up there. Galloway high ball set. It's Hawkes. Blocked and roofed. And that's how the Flyers break the ice here on their side. It was Sean Baggs in the thick of things.
And Hawaii commits their first hitting error of the night.
So here is Siva Drolsum, 6'6" sophomore from Norway. And he sends it out. This match starting a little bit late due to the 5-setter that went down to get this tournament started between Grand Canyon and UC Irvine.
But it's okay, Hawaii made up for it. They played the first set in about 12 minutes.
Oh my goodness, that was a smoke show from Spiros. Second ace of the match. Seventh service ace for Hawaii. 7 serving 1. That time he pulled the string. D-set, and a nice swing by Drolsum. Able to drill that through that proposed block. And Lewis now will serve 3 serving 7.
That was a solid swing by Drolsum here. Challenging that block. Going deep into the court.
And that one is blasted out. So Lewis not helping itself from the service line. And now Guilherme Voss is going to serve for Hawaii. He's the guy that kind of set the tone early, had those 3 quick kills, got a service ace. Hawaii was off and running from there. But set in the middle, it's Baggs again. They're going to say that it goes out and there was no touch. And so Hawaii gets the point, and now Tyler Morgan, the setter for the Flyers and company, are asking Dan Friend to challenge the call. And I think Kurt Nurserer is just saying, yeah, I did touch it. No need a review. Let's just keep playing. This is interesting here.
I think Charlie Wade is encouraging that sometimes because he wants the game to keep playing, keep going. Doesn't want his team to lose momentum.
That is a first. Something that happens in other parts of the world at different levels of the game for that exact reason. Here's Todd, and he's able to curl that one in, and Hawaii gets right back to work. So interesting. Obviously, the score plays into it. Hawaii feeling good about itself. They're feeling like they're in a rhythm. And in other parts of the world, because the replay challenge systems are so clear and the resolution is so good, there is no missing a call in essence. Players are like, well, why waste the time? I'll just admit if there was a touch and let's play on. And that's in essence what Kurt Nurserer just did.
And if they call their own touch, by the way, they get a little, what they call a green card for good sportsmanship. And they get an award at the end of the year in that particular league for the most green cards.
We may be onto something here in these parts as Rocky.
Oh, good swing by Rocky.
Yeah.
He's their stabilizer. He's the one that they're going to count on, you know, bringing this team back into the match.
4 serving 9. It's Morgan with the serve. How about that pump set there by Rosenthal? Tip shot there, Galloway sniffed out by Morgan. And so the set goes to Drolsum, curls it over the block, dug up by Hawkes. Quick middle, it's Nurserer. Good things happen.
So Rosenthal not only clicking with G. Voss tonight in the middle, but clicking with Nurserer even when the ball's off the net a little bit. He just fires away. I love that about Rosenthal that he's taking more chances in the middle.
Good karmic moment there for Nooster, right? Honesty is the best policy.
There you go.
It came back to him right there as Galloway serves it into the zone.
Now serving for the Flyers.
So here's John Davis. Had a career-high performance against Hawaii back in 2022, the last time these two teams hooked up. Career 23 kills and 19 digs. Had an out-of-body experience against Hawaii, but he serves it out. The service error is accumulating at a high clip here for the Flyers.
I think they're taking chances because they know that their best chance of getting Hawaii out of their high-powered offense is to serve tough and get Rosenthal off the net.
There's Kurt Nooster. Oh, that pass tight to the net. One hand swiping set did the job as Rocky was able to make it work. And a short service trip that time for Kurt.
Normally, Kurt serves in handfuls, doesn't he?
That's right. And he is serving at around 94%
Yeah,
this
amazing.
season. Amazing for a middle. Here's Hawkus, big wind up there. Ball pinballed around. Davis, oh, good effort, but to no avail. Hawkus gets another kill. He has 5. That matches Alaka'i Todd. And 12 serving 6. Here's Fred Rosenthal again. 3-time Big West Conference Freshman of the Week. Still getting the serves in. Rocky able to tool the block that time. The set was a little off the net, and he just kind of soft touched it off of the hands.
Well, at 6'8", you have a little bit extra advantage, a little bit longer reach. You can save bad sets.
And now Drolsom. Pass by Choi. Rosenthal going to Hawkus. Tried to go cross court. Right there was Drolsom, though. High ball set to Rocky. Past the triple block. Punched up by Rosenthal. Choi sets up Hawkus, and he rolls it over. Delivered a little love and tenderness that time for another Hawaii point. It's 13 serving 7.
Spinoff showing that he's got more than one tool in his bag. He just doesn't hit it hard all the time, or just hit the bick out of the back row. He's got that little roller.
Give the assist to Aleu Choi. Middle set, and that's Baggs. Sean Baggs effective, his 3rd kill. Also has a block. Trying to spark his team here in this second frame. 5-point differential. Hawaii took the first, if you're just joining us, 25-9. It was absolute domination. Hawaii hit 765 as a squad and had 6 aces in that first frame. Here's Voss. Blocked and roofed. Mano y mano. Sean Baggs. Again, trying to lift the spirits of the Flyers.
The Lewis Flyers starting to fly right now, putting together some good passing runs, some good swings, and then some good blocking.
A rare hitting error there for Voss. Hawkus setting up Galloway off the high hands. Saved by Paula. D-set goes to Drolsom, and he pumps it long, no touch. And Hawaii gets the point. You were just starting to sense that Lewis was gaining some traction, but then the out ball, and Hawaii now on the verge of getting to 15 first, taking us to what would be a media timeout. And over on 2 goes Morgan.
A savvy little play by Tyler Morgan, your leader, one of your floor captain.
Now Sean Baggs getting ready to serve.
He's also one of the best point scorers from behind the service line, but not tonight so far.
Well, that's an overpass, and Davis able to handle it, and Lewis now within 3, and this is feeling much different here in set 2 than what we experienced in the first. crowd trying to turn up the knob. As the serve goes just long by Baggs, and we got a timeout. It's Hawaii by 4 here in Hawaii and Irvine. A non-Big West match, even though you got 2 Big West members. 4:30 p.m. is when our coverage will begin. It's going to be a fun weekend in Manoa.
I asked Charlie, can you hold anything back on Sunday because it's a non-league match? He says no.
D-set, that's Rocky. Plugs it through the block, and Max Rocky now with 6 kills.
I have a feeling that Niffen will not hold anything back either.
Yeah, Charlie's saying, hey, look, at this time of year, with these kinds of matches, these go a long way when it comes to the discussion at the end of the year with the selection committee for the NCAA tournament, RPI standing, all of that stuff. Here's Galloway. Good job blocking, slowed it down there, and then Rocky. Nothing slowing him down as he is grooving right now. 7 kills, and Lewis within 2 as Leu Choi finds his way into that front row.
By Hawkins and Choi getting friendly with the fans. People are getting their money's worth tonight. Up close and personal with the team.
Back row, and that was smashed by Spiros Hawkins. 7th kill for him. And now a substitution as Keone Thim will come in to serve. Speaking of Hawkins, we mentioned, we saw he had 2 service aces today, reached 100 for his career in the last match against Sacred Heart. So that gives him 102 total. He leapfrogs past Yuval Katz and Sivan Leone and is now 1 behind Eyal Zemet for 7th place on the all-time aces list. Well, that's served by Thim. And away it goes to Drolsom, dug up by Thim back over the net. They go middle, and did that get above the tape? No, it did not. Peter Vimochil wasn't able to get it onto the other side. And out of the timeout, 17 serving 13 in the second. 63-mile-an-hour serve that time by Thim. Comes up with the dig right there. Bump set, drifts toward the net. Get a pitter-patter above the tape. Now it's Hawkins with the big swing through the triple block. And Hawkins just lifting off higher than everybody else at the net.
Not only does he have a great jump and lifts high, but he's got a great high snap. He reaches high and has a high contact point when he hits the ball. He goes up well as high as the block, if not even a little bit higher, and punches it through.
18 serving 13. Oh boy, that was 74 miles an hour, and it is an ace. Some straight fire from the service line by Keone Thim.
If you wanted a soft serve, you should have gone to Dairy Queen. You see that sign? That was great.
That is terrific. The Thim Reaper was another sign we saw earlier in the season.
Yeah.
These fans are the best. Drolsom through the block. Recover there by Todd. Outside, Hawkins unloads again. Hawaii gets to 20. Spiros has 9 put-downs.
Not only does he have 9 put-downs, but he's hitting for a high percentage as well. He's hitting 667 for an outside hitter. Learning a lot this weekend about his players, about the serve reception, about how his offense was going to go, about how the young 17-year-old setter was going to fare. So a lot of those questions are starting to be answered right now.
Anka now on the floor here for Lewis. Then took a little something off that time. Backside, it's Davis down the line. And that was too hot to handle even for Leu Choi.
Davis, a grad student who's graduated already and in elementary education. We talked earlier, he had that great match earlier. Was it 2020, 2021? That he had a phenomenal match against Hawaii.
And how about these substitutions? Louis Sakonoko coming in, and the former Flyer himself, Kevin Calling. How weird must this feel for both Dan Friend and some of the guys on the Lewis side, and for Kevin Calling as well, being on opposite sides of the net.
And you know he knows every single guy on the opposite side of the net. Does Calling.
He's a 4-year starter at Lewis. ABCA All-American second team and 2-time honorable mention over his time with the Flyers as Noosterer. A rare service error for him. But a cool moment. I think good on Charlie for making sure that Kevin Calling saw some legit action here this evening.
I would totally agree. I remember that Rostel broke his finger, a couple weeks ago, and he's nursing that along.
Backside, Sakonoko is roofed. That was timed perfectly. Max Rocky.
Great set, by the way, from Calling. Gave his attacker a one-on-one, but Rocky more than up for the occasion.
That was a solo stuff. Third team block for Lewis. Hawkes. Oh, that was a thin slice of bread cross court. He was up in a different stratosphere.
That's called a 4-to-4 shot. Area 4 to area 4. My goodness. Spiros, I saw him before the game. I said, "Are you ready?" He says, "This is where the season starts. Right here."
And here is Louis Sakonoko. What does he bring? The heater? And it's going to be a foot foul. Serve went long, it appeared anyway. And Charlie Wade has some words here with Mark Nakashima. What do you think what Charlie's argument is here, Seaman?
I think he's claiming that he didn't foot fault, but when the whistle went off, it affected his serve. Because I think the whistle was blown maybe possibly in the middle of the toss. Not sure.
Charlie pretty vehement here in his argument.
Maybe Ryan Suchi's closer to the action over there. You can hear.
Well, let's take a look here and listen. We'll play this sound full. The whistle came after the serve, and it did look like it was a foot foul as well, at least in real time in that replay. So after a impassioned discussion between Charlie Wade and Mark Nakashima, we play on. And it's Drolsom, tough serve, great pass, Thim, middle set, Voss. What a pass by Keone Thim.
Put that right on the money. And how about the vision by G. Voss, seeing two blockers in front of him, committing on that, and he just cuts it back across his body to show the wide fan that he's got, the versatility he's got to go all ways.
5 kills now, 1 hitting error. Voss hitting .667. D-set goes to Drolsom. And he delivers. A computer science major. He was able to crack the code of that Hawaii block. So 18 serving 23. We're going to have a serving sub here. Christian Prayer. Now coming in and back to serve.
33 service aces on the year. He can bring it.
One of the top servers in the MIVA from a point scoring standpoint, but he serves it long. Prayer not answered that time for Lewis. And it is aloha ball here in the second for the Rainbow Warriors. 24 serving 18. Oh, scramble play. It's an ace for G. Voss. I mean, it's one of...
They've had a Kapaka'i lineup a little bit this year, but they're finally now coming together, and it's all synchronized.
And as we get set 3 started, service error for Lewis, and that's just been a little too much of the familiar story here for the Flyers. 10th service error, and it's 1 serving 0 Hawaii in the 3rd.
Here's another interesting stat. Hawaii with 10 digs. Guess who's leading the way? Keone Thib with 3, and he's a serving specialist. Go figure.
Here's Aleu Choi taking on the setting responsibilities to Alaka'i Todd. Block able to slow him down, but it drifted above the net, and G. Voss knew what to do with it. He's got 6 kills now.
We started out the match with 3 straight in the first set. And finally gets his 6th. I would have thought he'd have like 15 by now, the rate he was going in the first set.
And Fred Rosenthal serves it out. He has been locked in from the service line here. But Lewis able to get off the schneid in set 3. Hawaii took the first 25-9, 25-18 in the second. And here is Tyler Morgan, who prepped at New Hartford High School in Iowa, played with the U21 USA national team back in 2021, but he serves it into the net. And so Lewis experiencing really the worst of both worlds.
Yeah. Their
serve receive has been spotty, to say the least, and their serving has also not been effective.
Yeah.
And is that going to be a point for Hawaii? Yes, it will be. They're going to say that that touch by Rocky hit the pin first. And Dan Frank going to have a discussion with Mark Nakashima. I'm not sure if he's thinking about challenging this or if he just wanted to make sure. Yeah, he will challenge this. So the call was out. I believe the call on the floor was that Rocky touched it into the pin first. Dan Friend going to challenge, suggesting perhaps that it went off of Galloway into the antenna.
We'll get a good look at it. Well, this won't be our best view, but we'll get sort of a look at it. Looks like it's the block. Hard to tell there.
This will help.
Yeah, this will tell for sure. That's into the antenna first, absolutely. See, Galloway's hands are behind the antenna. It's an easy call. Time for Mark Nakashima to take his headset off, as he did, as per my instructions. It's an easy, quick call.
Oh, it's going to be a violation against Hawaii. I think they're going to say that Galloway, with his hand touching the pin, committed the violation. I think they're suggesting that the ball never did hit the antenna.
No.
And Galloway's hand coming into the pin was the violation. And I think you and Charlie are thinking, throw Chaz Galloway in there. You guys are reacting in very similar fashions here.
Oh, man.
All incredulous to what that final determination was. 2 serving 3. Good pass there by Choi. Behind the head set to Voss. Aleu Choi at the very last nanosecond able to get those hands up and deliver the pass.
Let's take a look at this challenge again to see if Chaz. The ball hit the antenna and then Galloway touches the antenna.
From that angle, it looked like the ball hit the pin first.
Yeah.
And that middle set is good to Isaac Banka. 6'9", 225-pounder redshirt sophomore from Minneapolis.
No, we're going to remember that Mark Nakashima is using a different set of cameras than we are. I think our cameras might have been better in that particular instance.
Well, from what we understand about the DV Sport replay system that is at the disposal of the officials is they do have access to our Spectrum Sports camera angles, but it's a matter of which ones they call up. And that's a process, as Sean Baggs able to put down the overpass. And we're tied here at 4 in set 3. So, but we don't know exactly which angles Mark Nakashima or any of the officials who are utilizing the system, which ones they're calling up and what they're making their final determinations off of. Rosenthal going outside. Galloway hung in the air, tried to go cross court, missed wide, and Lewis is in front for the first time in this match.
And it took 2 Hawaii errors to have that happen.
And then the service error, just as they were building some momentum. They give Hawaii the free point, and now Alakai Todd will serve, 5-5. Todd with 5 kills, no errors, 2 service aces. Backside, and that's Prayer off the shoulder of Hakas. And look at Eleu Choi going over, press roll across the way. Is he okay?
That was reminiscent of Aaron Wilson in the old days. Oh, look at this.
Oh, my
Look at
goodness.
this. When you see how he turned his shoulder at the last second? Oh, my. That was very, very athletic. Wow.
And Prayer, meanwhile, sends it long. And Hawaii gets the point. Yeah, Eleu flying right by the area occupied by radio announcer Tiff Wells.
Whose birthday it is
who
today.
is celebrating his birthday today. And that would have been a unique birthday gift.
Oh,
He saw
man.
all of his previous birthdays flash before his eyes. Good layout save, Todd. Neusterer blocked and roofed. Sean Baggs is having a match. That's his 3rd block to go along with 4 kills.
That was a great block. Great anticipation, good location. Getting right in front of Neusterer and sending it back.
So 2 teams trading blows here in the early stage of set 3. And it's Siva Drosom sending it across. Good pass, Galloway. D-set Todd. And he blasts it out. No touch up front. And now all of a sudden, Hawaii starting to experience some hitting errors to a degree that we did not see in the first 2 sets. They're hitting negative right now with 2 kills and 3 hitting errors in the 3rd.
And Hawaii's total number of errors prior to this was 3.
And it's an ace by Drosom. Galloway and Eleu Choi with one of those I got it, you got it, nobody gets it moments. And it's Lewis by 3.
Hey, that's a good number for outside hitter. You get 350 out of an outside hitter, you're having a good night.
Drosom causing some problems from the service line. Good pass that time by Galloway, and then Spiros Hakas lights it aflame. He's got 11 kills. And that gets the point for Hawaii, and now Kurt Neusterer retreating back to serve. Got to meet Kurt's mom, Carrie. She's in the house here this evening. Ran into them on my way into the arena. Outside, the tip shot goes off of Rosenthal. What a play to keep it alive by Todd, and we play on. And that one is sent long by Rocky. Alakai Todd laying it all on the line.
Give that point to Alakai. What a play. Roosevelt keeps it alive, and then Alakai does an amazing effort to keep it going.
How about the agility of those two 6'9" guys to keep the ball off the floor? 8 serving 9. And Neusterer sends it long. So hitting errors, service errors starting to accumulate here for Hawaii in this 3rd frame.
The Superman cape, I think, about half off now. Because they were really Superman.
They were cooking.
They were cooking. They were really good. Coming back to humanity.
The serve goes into the net, though. That's the 14th service error for Lewis. And now Tread Rosenthal will serve for Hawaii. by Rocky. Prayer two-hands it over. Todd able to sniff it out. Rosenthal, tough angle. Goes high ball to Hawkes, off the block and out. Talk about better in a ball.
Was he on his back just prior to that swing? He had fallen off from the block and he was on his back. But he's so athletic and he doesn't really need an approach, so get off your back and just jump up and hit it. Got a great arm swing.
12 kills, 1 error for Spiros Hawkes on 15 attempts. He's hitting .733. Oh, and that one misses wide. Rosenthal thought it was in. I think Charlie Wade taking the temperature of his players here. Rosenthal telling him it was in.
G. Voss said it was in too, and G. Voss was pretty close. You gotta remember, G. Voss is an engineering major who has a very sharp eye for things like that right there. Ooh. Very close.
It's so close.
Very close. I would say more of the ball is out than in.
I agree with you.
All you need is a little bit of that white tape to make a difference. We'll see.
These have been some. Hey, look, it's easy for us to sit here, right, and cast judgment and second opinions on various plays and occurrences throughout the match, but you got to give Mark Nakashima and this crew credit. Like, these are tough reviews, man.
They are. I totally agree. Did they catch any white at all? Oh, it looks like it catches some white. I would overrule that.
All right, so if you were wearing one of these light blue shirts here tonight, C-Mac, what's your call?
I would say I would reverse the call. I'd say it's good.
That is so close.
The best look is the Lewis player in the back. Who is that? Is that Rocky in the back? He has the best view.
That angle there makes it look more out than
It does.
the previous angle.
The previous angle makes it look more in than out.
Mark Nakashima's come up with a verdict. And it's in. And it's an ace for Trent Rosenthal. And it's a successful challenge for Charlie. The trust between a coach and his players when it comes to busting out the Koa paddle, right?
Yeah.
So Hawaii now on a 4-1 run. That followed Lewis's 6-2 run not long before that. And how about 3 service aces here in this match for Rosenthal? And he giveth, and he taketh away. Tied at 11 here in the third. Here's Tyler Morgan with the serve. Lolly pops it over. Voss blocked and roofed. That was Banka providing the resistance. And give Ame Voss, a guy who rarely commits a hitting error. He's been blocked twice now here in this match. And give the Flyers some credit here, C-Mac, showing some grittiness.
They're doing a better job of blocking G. Voss. G. Voss usually hits around 6'10". Tonight they're holding him down.
Hawkes off the block and out. He just has the full array of shots.
G. Voss normally hits 6'10". Tonight only 556. So he's down about 60 points.
12 serving 12. Backside, the set was a little off the mark. Rocky couldn't put a full hit into it. Here's Galloway, had to go lefty. Little table tennis atop the net. And a back set by Voss to Alakaitan. Are you for real?
And G. Voss just turned and looked like, oh, what else did you expect? Watch this now. Beautiful back set. Todd delivers, and then Voss just stares at him like, you have any questions? Any questions about that?
I mean, that was picture perfect.
Oh, man.
serve by Hawkes, let out a grunt, put a little extra sauce on it, and then G-Voss doing it the more traditional G-Voss way with the denial.
Another great pass from Nico Paula. I'm impressed how he's adjusted to the top Hawaii serving. Takes most of the passes, and he's in the toughest spot in the middle of the court. But G-Voss, how about the way he commits in the middle? It's his block solos, leads the team.
Backside, that is Rocky. And he pumps his fist after getting that one past the Hawaii block.
Kill number 9 to lead all Flyers. You know why they're called the Flyers, by the way? They have an aviation program back there. They actually have an airplane on the campus.
Galloway, a joust above there. It was 1-on-3. Rosenthal bump set. Todd over the triple block. And a net violation goes against Lewis. Yeah, you got several players actually on this roster who are studying aviation. As
Morgan aside.
Attendance numbers. Tickets issued tonight, 4,908 through the turnstile, 3,516. Prayer. Got that one knocked back over by Neusterer. They go back to Prayer. That was hammered. Christian Prayer was averaging 2.1 kills per set, hitting 166, was a second-team All-MIVA selection last year. But it has been Siva Drolsom who Dan Friend has turned to at that opposite position primarily here as of late.
Unusual to have an All-MIVA player get bumped, but Drolsom's been playing well as of late.
14 serving 15, and that serve goes long. 15th service error for Lewis. Isaac Banka now entering back into the match for the Flyers and will be replaced by the libero, Nico Paula. Here's Alaka'i Todd to serve. The team leader in digs with 5 here in this match. Prayer blocked and roofed. Neusterer jumping up next to Galloway, returning it to Sender.
Galloway posted that outside block just right. He stops just short of taking too much line. Keeps that cross-court angle so that Neusterer can just jump in and bury it.
17 serving 14. Pass a little tight to the net. And the block again, this time by Rosenthal.
Charlie Wade said that they've been working a lot on blocks.
Scenario, Hawaii up 2-0. Up 4 here in the third. Much more competitive third frame than what we saw in the first 2 sets. Hawaii hitting 214 here in this one. 118, the hitting number for the Flyers here in the third. High and away, set goes to Drolsom. Got blocked. Drolsom a second time. Tried to push it deep, and he found where no Rainbow Warriors were.
That was a little bit like Hilaire Heno of UCI. He has a way of just finding open spots on the floor. He's uncanny. Drolsom may have been watching some Hilaire Heno tapes. Who knows?
It'd be a good idea.
Oh, great serve. Pretty good pass there by Spiros.
High ball, it's Galloway. And Galloway gets it done. Jazz Galloway with 3 kills. Hasn't been a dominant numbers type of performance for Chaz, but he's been so sound in serve receive. And when they have called his number, he's taking care of business. Now Keone Thim in and back to serve. This is Prayer. Blocked and roofed. Hawkes next to Neusterer.
I don't know who got more of it, but that was a well-formed block, it looked like from here.
Hawaii now with 6 total team blocks. How about 4 blocks in this set alone? 20 serving 15. That one into the string.
Looks like Charlie Wade's going to give Keone Phim the rest of this set off and let Keone Phim finish up.
Yeah, Galloway perhaps going to get an opportunity to chill here the rest of the way. Flyers see if they have one more run in them. Oh, that serve went under the net.
At least they can laugh about it.
Yeah.
That's one of the most embarrassing things in volleyball, by the way. There's a serve under the net.
And so here is Kevin calling now in and back to serve. Dan Friend, we talked to him about just how strange it will be to be on the other side of the net. And he said, hey, look, it's volleyball. It's the reality, especially in this day and age of the portal and the extra years that some of these players have gotten in terms of eligibility due to the pandemic. There's a dig by calling over the net. And the big swing by Rocky blocked, chased down by Prayer. Freebie coming over. It's going to be Rosenthal setting middle to Voss. Into the net it goes. So that was interesting. You had both setters out there on the floor for the Rainbow Warriors, but Dan Friend had just nothing but high praise for Kevin Calling and his work ethic, the kind of contributor to the program that he was in his time in Romeoville, Illinois.
And he praised him for coming to Hawaii and getting his last year in paradise here, as he said.
Oh, overpass. And Rosenthal taking care of that overpass.
Lewis with one timeout left. I'm surprised they didn't use it there. We'll see if they use it here to break up Rosenthal's serving run.
.22 serving 17. Pass got a little too close to the net, and Spiros Hakas was able to deflect it down. Hawaii gets to 23. Largest lead of this third frame for the Bros.
Amazing.
Well, tomorrow night should be pretty special. I'd imagine this place is going to be rocking tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Rosenthal serving out of the timeout down the line. That one misses wide. So the timeout works in essence for Lewis.
See the tape on Rosenthal's hand? I'm surprised it hasn't affected his, he's got the broken finger there that's wrapped up. I'm surprised it hasn't affected his setting touch more.
18 serving 23. Back row, it's Thim. Oh, and that is called out. And the Rainbow Warrior players are looking in shock in the direction of the line judge and R1 Wayne Lee. I don't think Charlie's gonna challenge this, but this looked well in, and yes, it is way in. Thim again from the back row. That time he got blocked. And now it's going to be a Lewis point. They're going to say that Thim stepped on the 3-meter line. And Keone Thim probably frustrated. The crowd reaction at the replay overhead told the story. And Thim should have had a kill. And instead, it's now 3 straight points for Lewis. That was well in, C-Mac.
Yeah, not even close.
Rosenthal going backside. It's Hakas through the block. The shoulder save that time by Drolsom, and he'll two-hand it over. So Thim going to take on the setting responsibilities. Here's Hakas against a triple block. It doesn't matter. And they will rise here, 3,500 strong, in Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. Aloha ball for the match.
Nice to see them at least bounce back from that little bit of adversity there. It could have been worse.
Hawkes serves it into the twine. It's not foul yet. They'll remain standing here. But you feel for Thim, right? Getting spot duty, and Charlie Wade, to his credit, leaving him out there to finish this match, should have had a kill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hockey to serve. It's Thim with the pass. Backside, it's Todd off the hands and down, and this one is over. Hawaii takes it on the opening night of the Outrigger Invitational. Ekahi Elua. It over to Scott.
Coach, congratulations. Good start to the weekend. How'd you think you guys played tonight?
We were really good early. Very efficient. That's really impressive. You know, I wish we could have been able to keep our foot on the gas a little bit, but overall, you know, productive and efficient. You know, the third set got a little loose, but again, trying to get some other guys in there, and overall pretty good.
Your thoughts on Grand Canyon? You'll play them tomorrow night. Obviously, they lost in 5 to Irvine, but that's a really good team.
For sure. Legit #1, and I mean, they had a chance to close it out in 4. I'm sure they're disappointed with the way tonight went, and are going to be ready to fire on all cylinders tomorrow for sure.
All right, last thing, these uniforms that you guys had on tonight, they were awesome. How do Kanoa and I and the fans, if they want one, how do we get a copy of these uniforms?
Yeah, I don't know what, there was supposed to be like shirts that, you know, the same design that we were selling. Can't do it all, you know what I'm saying? We got, and they're going to have some other ones. I think, is it Sunday? There's a military appreciation night. I think there's 4 total of these kind of custom sublimated uniforms. So the one you saw tonight and 3 more coming.
Thanks a lot, Charlie.
Thank you guys. Aloha.
Kanoa, we got a cockroach one of those uniforms.
Yeah.